Go.
Okay, today I'm making a pie dough, a savory pie dough for a quiche. And the basic idea on this is we're starting out with 2 cups of flour, and then which translates into 10 ounces of flour. I'm going to show you the recipe based on weighing out the ingredients, okay? Because you'll see the proportion. I mean, the proportion is the same either way, but it's going to be 10 ounces of flour, 5 ounces of butter, and 3 ounces of liquid, and then just a pinch of salt. So if you're thinking about it in a ratio standpoint, it's 2 parts of flour, excuse me, 1 part of butter, and 1/3 of fat. So let me just show you real quick. You can also think about it on a percentage basis, okay, which is based on the amount of flour. So it would be, if the flour is 100%, which is 10 ounces, then the butter is 50%, and the liquid is 30%. And in this case, I'm going to use an egg for the liquid and some water. So come on in, I'll show you here. First, I'm just going to set the scale. I have my measuring cup on there, and then just setting the scale to 0. Okay, so that when I weigh out the flour, it's 2 cups of flour, which is 10 ounces. And I like to weigh things a little more precise. This is a 2-cup measure, but we've got 9. And there you go, 10. Okay? And now it's so easy I mean, you can weigh out each ingredient first. There's 5 ounces of butter, and I forgot my egg. All right, so as I said, the liquid is going to be egg as well as water. So I have here an extra large egg. Remember, we want 3 ounces of liquid, so there I've got 2 ounces. So I just need 1 ounce of ice water. Okay, which happens to be 2 tablespoons. Okay, so there's my liquid. So the technique on this is so easy. You just take the flour in the Cuisinart, a pinch of salt, put the butter in there. You can also use shortening. Remember, the ratio is for fat. So 50% fat, which is either butter, shortening. Some people use oil. If you know that ratio, you can vary the recipe. All right, now you're just going to turn that on and just basically puree. You're chopping up the butter into the flour. Okay, this is the easiest, fastest way to do it. And you can't really over-mix it at this point because you're just chopping. You're not. There's very little liquid in there that would develop the gluten in the flour. So just make sure, I'm going to come close here. Just make sure that you don't have too many big lumps of butter rather, big chunks of butter. Okay? Now once that's done, you just add your liquid. You just beat up the egg a little bit so that the yolk is distributed in there. Because once you put the liquid into the dough, you don't want to mix it too much at that point, because then you will overdevelop the flour, the gluten in the flour. Okay, so there's that. Now we're just going to pulse it until it comes together a little bit. It doesn't have to. Got an old Cuisinart here. It's a little bit temperamental. Okay, you want to see there how that looks? In a close-up. Okay, so it's not too mixed up there. Once we roll it, it's going to get plenty mixed. Okay, it looks very crumbly there, and that's fine. Once we mix it, like I said, when we roll it, it's going to come together. So now I'm just taking a little flour on the table. It doesn't stick. Shaping it into a round disc. You can chill it at this point if you want. It makes it a little bit easier to roll, but I usually just go ahead and roll it right away. Okay, and at this point, I just want to make sure it's not sticking on the bottom. A little more flour if you need to. You don't want to add in too much flour because then you'll have too much flour in your recipe. See how it all comes together nicely, even though it was really crumbly before. Okay, just make sure it's rolled out smooth. Okay, grab my pie tin. Okay, I've got a 9-inch pie tin. Just going to cut out about an inch around the edge. It's going to be plenty. This you can save for the next pie shell. This recipe makes like 1.5 pie shells. So if you do it twice, you'll have 3, obviously, which you make it. You can adjust the recipe also and adjust it down. The amount you need for one shell here is basically, let's look on the wafer, about 11 ounces. Okay. Well, like 10.5 because the shell is 1/2 ounce. Okay, so you see how I've put it into the pan gently, fold under the edge, just fold it under once. And then I'm just going to crimp the edge so it's got the decorative border. Okay, so pinch and twist a little bit, just turning it each time. Just pinch it, twist it. So this is a savory pie shell used for a quiche, used for like a goat cheese tart, asparagus tart, or a flan with a crust. Anything you need that. Okay, looks pretty nice.